Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the last. I am Stylosa and I am back with another glorious OverAnalyzed, which is of course our awesome Overwatch coaching series in which we all get together and become better players. Now, if you would like to send a video in for this series, and maybe it will show up in the next video, you never know, then follow the instructions that are on the screen. Okay, so today we've got a bit of a treat, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a 1671 rated Torbjorn player. Now, you know, the way I select the videos for OverAnalyzed is I don't watch them. All I do is I quickly load the video up. I check for the hero that I want to do. So for today, I would like to have done a Torbjorn. So I search for Torbjorn videos. I load up quite a few. I look for quality. And if it meets the quality settings, that is the audio is okay, and the visuals are okay, then we go for it. I do not watch any of these back. So when I look at this right now, and I'm looking at Attack Hollywood, and I know this is going to be a Torbjorn, I'm thinking, oh dear. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to try and do in this video is help our Torbjorn friend out, and we can see if he's making any kind of crazy mistakes and all of that good stuff. So, let's roll the tape. Okay, so we need to wait.
Guys, we need 2 healers and 2 tanks.
Hello, I'm a great Torbjorn.
Yeah, but we still need other tank.
It's alright.
Okay.
I'm just going to pause it. So, right. Is this a troll? This, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go with it, but this might be a troll video. I mean, I'm going to play the Torbjorn straight away is slightly like, uh-oh. Alarm bells are ringing. Like, he's going to play the Torbjorn. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at what we've got here. So we've got Torb, obviously, which is, well, great. It's not great. It's literally possibly the worst pick you could ever select on this map on Attack. Torbjorn, possibly his worst map. God, no. Why? It's probably why. Look, you've got the platinum icon. You used to be plat, now you're silver. Is it because probably? Anyway, enough of the stupid drawing on the screen. All right then. So yeah, we've got Mercy. We've got a Genji. Okay. We've got a Zen, okay. We've got a Diva. We've got a Soldier. All right, so this is, this is a decent team. This, though, is not good for this team selection. What you should be looking at here is possibly another tank. So what I would say is we either need a Winston or we need a Reinhardt. I would say at this level, you need to play a Reinhardt here to fill the team. However, like you said, you're playing Torb, so whatever. Let's get stuck into this and see what happens, because we might get Salt off our team. Okay. Now I kind of feel bad for laughing at you because you're really going to try.
But Mercy, can you switch to Reinhardt,
Whoa!
please? No,
this guy's mad.
no, Diva, can you switch to Rein?
That's... Oh, so we got Roadhog now. Actually, I was about to say this guy's mad, and sometimes you do get things like this happening at lower levels. Why would you want this Mercy, which is which is actually the only support, holy hell, in the team to play a Reinhardt? That's crazy. Like, okay, right now this guy's kind of right. This, getting rid of the Diva here and turning that into a Reinhardt would be okay. But honestly, getting rid of this and turning this into something else that isn't Torb would be the best plan. Whatever. Let's go. Okay. Like, let me explain why Torbjorn is so bad on Attack on Hollywood. Torbjorn has a turret, which is stationary, which is a critical part of his kit. When you're attacking Hollywood, you will not have a chance to set this up properly.
If the Torb's not working, just switch, please.
Sure.
I mean, if it doesn't work and you swap,
then
then
play
it's
Ana
cool.
or Zenyatta?
Or I could play one of those if you want to play tank.
I find these conversations really interesting at the start of games. I mean, it's like, yeah, you need another support, guys. Mercy cannot solo support. Oh no! Right, let's do it. I mean, at least Torb's small.
Torb, we need a switch.
It's gonna work. Trust me.
This must be troll. It's got... What? What happened? I think there was a...
Torbjorn's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh god.
Torbjorn don't work in Attack. So
Yeah.
switch, please.
Well, Torb can work on Attack, right? But...
You can play Torb for the next round.
Yeah, on defense on Hollywood, Torbjorn's an awesome pick. On Attack, he's terrible. He can work on payload maps because you can chuck his turret on the payload, which I know is a crap tactic, but it's still something viable.
You can't just like throw your turret out in the middle.
Okay, you are taking a lot of heat off the team, which is understandable. Right click. Come on, right click.
Let it survive.
All right, you just bashed him in the head and he died. That's okay. So when you're that close to
It
somebody with
serves
Torb, let's
as a
right click them.
distraction.
This must be a troll. I think I've been trolled, but I'm committed now, guys. I'm just committed. It's a distraction. The turret. He's got his ultimate pretty fast. I gotta be. That's pretty good. I mean, this is not even coaching.
I don't think Torb worked.
I think at this point we're just like here for the spectacle of this because it's like, what is going on? No, my God, the molten core comes in. I mean, he dodged the Roadhog hook there. I mean, while molten core's active, you become an absolute beast. You gain tons of armor.
Torb, please, can you switch?
You go.
Don't worry, man.
This is the fabled
Too
Torb
late.
flank.
Please switch.
Now, I've got to be honest.
It's
You
gonna work.
kind of baited the hog. Right clicks. Yes, you got him. You're kind of doing something. Now, you should be dead now to this, yeah. You're kind of doing something, but the problem is, with this Torb pick, is if you were playing anything else other than Torb,
Dude, you just die again and again. Torb don't work.
maybe without the exception of Symmetra,
Can you please calm
it
down?
would be better. You know, like something like a McCree, potentially. Anyway, it's fine. Like, telling them to calm down is fine, right? You know, you are within your rights to play whatever you like. But I've got to say, your turret does absolutely no damage. This is, it's a joke, right? So, prioritizing turret placement when the team is involved in a massive fight is ludicrously bad.
Torb,
You should
please
get in there and
switch.
start
We
doing
need
damage.
another healer.
We do need another healer. So, we've got Molten Core. Right click. That was pretty look. Right click, yes. Right
Why
click,
the
right
fuck
click,
did
right
you play
click.
Torb for
Yes,
attack?
yes. That Roadhog should be dead. I mean, like, you've got a problem with accuracy, but okay, at this level, I guess that's going to be an issue. Work on your accuracy in the training ground or play loads of quick play. Do something. You will get better. It's just the thing with more experience, you'll become better at this. Like, what? You can't. Right. There are other I'm just going to play. Just play. Roll the tape. There are other
Kill the
targets than the Pharah. I mean, there was a Diva. Yes, we've got the kill on the Diva. But trying to kill Pharah with your projectile rivet gun is impossible. Now, you have done the most damage here, and you've got silver limbs. So you could argue you're actually doing something. My argument against that would be the enemy team are just running up to you and letting you right-click them, which is fair enough. But this play is just... This is why you're no longer in Platinum. This will not work in Platinum. This is bad, right? I know.
If he actually had a Rhine to protect his turret, it might work a little better.
Yeah, it would do. I know. Right, we need to be right clicking into this guy.
I'm not going to switch off Roadhog and do it all.
I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that. You should have killed him there with the right click. That was pretty bad. But I know, like I said at the start of this video, I wasn't just going to hate on you for playing Torb on attack. I'm just trying to explain why it's a really, really bad pick. In terms of what you do with the Torb, I mean, I can't, like, honestly, it's crazy. You maybe could get armor packs down a little bit more often. The enemy team are not really doing anything to you, and they're just allowing you to just sort of run around and do what you like. So you are becoming hyper effective. I mean, Torb outputs a ton of damage, especially when he's got Molten Core running. And it's quite surprising how much damage he does, especially with the secondary fire, which is fine. Anyway, what I was saying earlier on is that the reason why Torb is so bad on first point attack here is because there's no moving payload. At least with the payload, you've got something like you can do now and put your turret on it. Now, again, this is not ideal, right? Because
there's a Bastion on the left.
that'll just kill the turret. I mean, it's dead already. You've dropped it in a bad position there. You're running up to a Bastion, and somehow you managed to kill him, which is honestly a miracle. I'm choking. It's so crazy. But this tactic of putting the turret on the payload is, like, with a Reinhardt, yeah, it would work better. But if this is all you wanted to do, you would be better off playing Bastion instead. But yeah, I'm not going to stress this anymore. It's a really horrifically bad pick to play Torbjorn on this map on attack. It is so bad that I'm just going to say nothing more about this now, right? So let's take a look at what you're doing. I mean, you've got a lot of scrap there, so chuck down your stuff. Always prioritize giving the scrap to the healers as well, or the more squishy targets. That's actually a really good use there of Molten Core to just push back that Bastion up there. Like, you can obviously see why they've picked the Bastion is probably to try and pump out a lot of damage onto you, because you are, you are the major problem to this enemy team. They just don't know how to deal with you. But the way that, you see where that Junkrat was there? He was like in a crazy position. He was way out of position. He's trickling in. They're trickling in again. They're just letting you damage them. This is like horrifically bad play off the enemy, which is sort of amplifying the effect that you're having on the game. It's making you look like you're dominating them and destroying them. And you are, don't get me wrong, you are. Like, that, he should have just, I mean, he should have, I can't even say, he should have just absolutely obliterated you there, like utterly obliterated you. This turret placement, you know, it's kind of fine, right? They're not going to expect it to be there. We're going to Molten Core again. I mean, you have had a surprising number of Molten Cores on this attack, and this is kind of why I guess Torb looks effective. But my massive issue with this is if you were playing any other character, even if it was a soldier, I know we've got a soldier on our team, it would be arguably a lot more effective. Maybe a McCree or something like that, but whatever. You're playing Torb. You know, I said I wouldn't dwell on this, and I keep going back to it. It's because it is such a massive issue, and this is going to be the reason why you're stuck at this level and why you've in fact dropped down if you play a lot of Torb like this, because Torb is one of those characters you can't just universally play on every map. Yes, there will be exceptions, and I'm sure people in the comments below will quote to me people who have managed to get Torbjorn to Grandmaster and top 500 or whatever, and I'm sure that's the case. But with those guys, they are absolutely exceptional players, and it doesn't really reflect the standard player. Torbjorn on attack.
Torbjorn's not gonna work.
There's no need to say that to your team either.
Sorry, Torb.
Although they are sorry to you. But they were within reason to say it's not going to work.
Stay with Torb.
Yeah, now we can properly talk about Torb, because Torb is awesome on defense on Hollywood. Torb's a beast. Like, Hollywood defense, great. Dorado first point defense, great. Where he's bad, or Eichenbold first point, yeah.
We need a second eater.
Yes, we really do. I don't think anyone's going to play the healer, though. But, yeah, King of the Hill, Torbjorn, terrible. And kind of for the same reasons that he's terrible on Hollywood attack, because he has to, like,
Mercy,
he can't really use his turret. You get what I'm saying? If you can't set your turret, it's going to be bad.
Be good too.
Anyway, we're going to look at some really good turret placements here. Let's see where you place your turret, and I'll show you where you should be placing the turret on this map. Because Torbjorn is massively powerful on this map. Like, he can be really effective. Like, I play Torbjorn on this map, or I play Symmetra.
Good, with Symmetra.
Okay. Okay, tell me you're going to do what I hope you're going to do.
Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to pause because I don't know what you're doing here. So, what you should be doing is, over here... In fact, let's just rewind this, because you might actually look at it. If you do look at it, then we'll be able to discuss this a little bit better. Because you need to place the turret.
Metro might work.
Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. I can press enter on my keyboard to stop and start this.
I
didn't even realize I could do that. That is awesome. So, okay. 3, 2, 1, turn around. You're not going to turn around, are you? That's kind of annoying. Anyway, so let me just draw on the screen here. What I want you to do is place your turret up here, round the side, yeah, and then sort of place it there. Like, I'm kind of... It's hard for me to show, but it's... I'll tell you what, let me just play this, because you might actually look at it. It's very difficult for me to show.
She's don't need aim, so...
What you're looking to do is set the... Like, this is stupid. Like, you're telling them you've got a Torb for a start. Yeah, granted, they probably know you've got one, because you've a Torb on attack, which is, like, not great. You need to turret down in an advanced position to attack the enemy. I mean, this... Right, okay. This position... Alright, this isn't too bad, but you've only got 16 seconds. Like, I mean, look at this, right? You've got 16 seconds here. By the time you built this, it's going to be like 10 seconds, if that. Then you're going to need to run back around there. You're only really just going to get back to your team, and this is going to get taken out. We need to be in the other really good position for the next Torb turret. Like, if you guys can just imagine you've got X-ray vision right now. Through here, yeah, straight through there, that's where you want the Torbjorn turret. Hopefully, when he runs back to the point, I'll show you where to place it. Because you can get, like, 10%... 15%, 20% molten core charge straight away off this advanced turret placement. I think he probably will get a decent charge here, because I doubt this team will check. It looks like he's going to go... If he looks to the right now, look to the right. Yeah, right, awesome. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Here, that is where the Torbjorn turret should go. 100% it should go there all of the time. 100% all of the time, Torb should stick his turret there. You can get cute sometimes, I guess. You could say his Torb placement there is kind of cute, where he's got it. But this here is generally considered the good position, because as the team will run through this area here, this turret will get good number of shots into them, they'll have to take it out. You will gain ultimate charge, and that's what this is all about. But at least you've actually put it down, which means you are going to get, or you should get, ultimate charge straight away. So if you watch the ultimate charge bar, it should, I mean, this, just trying to shell them here, okay, not a bad idea, but a little bit risky if they've maybe got a widow or something to cap you straight away. All right, so we've got 18% charge before our turret got destroyed. That's fine. This is shit turret placement. I don't often swear, but this is absolutely rancid. This is the worst kind of turret placement, because what are they going to do? As soon as they come through the gap here, right, they're just going to be like, oh no, there's a Torby turret. Torby turret is gone. Torby turret should be all the way around the back here, and it should be hidden in the, well, in the grass, sort of on the steps. But I'll show you that if you look at it. I mean, all this depends on you actually looking at where the turret should actually go. This is not great, and standing here is also not great, because you will get caught out. And we've just lost a soldier, which is not great, and we've lost our Zen, although our Hog is answering back. We're sort of backing off here, spamming the choke. Come on, we're almost there. Right, okay. This is where your turret should be, right? You see here, in the long grass, it shouldn't be on the thing here. It shouldn't be on the thing here. It should be built. So part of it is sort of on the steps here. I'm going to draw Torb's turret here. This is going to be awesome. It should be hidden like that, because then it can go pew 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 and fire at people as they come through here. And it's really hard to see it because it's sort of behind this grass, and only a little bit of the turret is actually exposed. The rest of it is, well, it's not underground, but it's hard to see. That's where you should have built your Torb turret. What you should have done is place the turret where I said at the start, and then rush straight back to this position. As the game starts, as the timer starts, your turret gets destroyed, and then you rebuild it instantly here. That is the most effective thing to do with Torb on this point. See, placing the turret there is sort of okay, but it can be easily flanked from the right-hand side, which is not great. The turret is going to be a pretty good counter, though, against the Pharah, because, well, you know, this is a fairly lower level game, so Pharah's probably not going to be able to take it out too effectively. This is a decent use of Molten Core, because, you know, you're sort of front-lining it, just pumping out the damage. They're all out of position, and you're just getting very easy kills on them. But again, this is like false economy. This makes it look like Torb is an absolute top-tier pick. You should have killed her there with ultimate fire as well. He is on defense, but what you just did there, you cannot do that against normal teams. Like, I'm going to say this is not a normal team. The enemy team is all over the place. They don't have like a standard tank to even push with. They don't have a Reinhardt, an Orisa, a Winston. They're just like walking in and letting you do whatever you like. Like, what was that Anna doing there? Good play off you, though, to kill her. Nice right click, nice melee.
Kill the Pharah, please.
Also, you're not using your microphone as well. I always bang on about this. You have a microphone because you use it to gloat to your team, like, oh, yes, Torb was good, wasn't he? Well, that's great. Why are you not making callouts? Just basic callouts. Torb's low, you know, Pharah's low, whatever. Basic callouts win the game. The Genji on your team is doing a great job of that. And this is why he'll be a higher ranked player, ultimately. And try and prioritize giving your armor packs to the healers, or, you know, weaker targets, rather than just giving it to yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing? There was no need to right, this is good. There's no need to shoot the fire extinguisher, right? That's just wasting time getting back to the point. This is now the exact point I want you to put the turret down. So you've done a awesome job there, Torby. Have a Torby tick. This is good. Why is this good? Because they have to shoot it from this direction. They can't flank the turret, right? There's no way of flanking this turret. This is a great position. You upgrade the turret to level 2, and then you run away. Now, obviously, I presume that you do understand that you can only get the super turret if your basic turret is upgraded to level 2 when you use Molten Core. It doesn't just automatically upgrade the level 1 turret. This is fine. Diva's just going nowhere. We're looking for right clicks on Diva now just to take her out. Or Hog just obliterate, so that's fine. We'll take that. Yeah, so we decided to move the turret. This is a much weaker position than the position the turret was just in. What we've done here is we've taken the turret from a very nice position there where it's got complete vision over the entire capture point, which is great, to a point here where it's got vision into this area, but it's very, very exposed to attack. So this turret will probably get taken down. You're not going to get that much value off this compared to the other turret, or you shouldn't do. But again, we don't know what this enemy team are going to do. But remember, the whole point of OverAnalyzed is for me to sort of prepare you for what's going to happen in the future. Now, they've got a Winston now, which again is another thing. You should be pressing tab more often, so I can see who the hell is changing on the enemy team, so we can see what ultimates are available. Typically with Torb, there isn't really any kind of ultimate synergy. that you have with other people. Like Molten Core is a great ultimate to just turn Torb into like a super beefy tank that puts out quite a lot of damage. You just run around smashing people at close range, like a tanky Reaper. That's kind of what it does to Torb. Obviously, it upgrades his turret as well. So let's see what happens here. So they're coming in with the nano boosted Winston. The Reaper is just suicided into the turret. We've managed to get the Molten Core on the go. We've got the upgraded turret doing work, chasing her down. She is a key priority target. We kill Anna, that's massive. Yeah, I would keep the right clicks going there. We've got the Super Winston. We should be able to clean this up now. Alright, this is fine. Alright, we need to change the turret location, though. Okay, we rezzed. That was a really bad res off that Mercy. We didn't need that res at that point. The turret placement, you need to move the turret. Like, this is not great. We know, right, I'm just going to... No, you know what, I'm going to pause. I'm just going to tell you. They've got a Winston. That means they're diving in onto the point. That means the turret's not effective. Unless your team just rush forward here and kill the Winston. But this, again, is very risky play. Look at the time. Right? Look at the time. 48 seconds to go, and we're deciding to go out there and engage them. This is risky. Very risky. Alright, this is okay. We're spamming the choke. Farah's in again. Actually, you managed to ding Farah. No. Why just put it in the side? Like you just put it here. Just put it there. Like, it's literally going to take an extra few seconds. It makes it so much more survivable, and it can fire out onto the point, because that's where they're going to go. This here is a very vulnerable position. Torb is... A lot of Torb plays about great turret placement. You do that, and you'll get awesome. Yes, handling his weapon, it is difficult. It does do a lot of damage. You get used to that over time. Knowing when to use the alternate fire is pretty simple. You fire that at point-blank range, yeah? I mean, if Mercy's not going to take the armor, just walk up to her and throw it in her face. See, that Winston's crazy. Like, a Winston should never really be diving a turret from Torb, because, like, you just obliterated him there, walked up to him, right-clicked him. It's not really effective for that to be... You deserve that. You really, really deserve that. So I really have to stop this and highlight this, because this goes beyond, like, just playing Torb and whatever, even though Torb is really viable on defense here. Look at the time. For God's sake, man. There's 7.1 seconds left. 7.1 seconds. So we think, you know what? Let's just run forward. No, that's a total wait. That is how you throw games, because you just let them kill you. The rest of your team are playing very risky there as well. I mean, look, what's this? Yes, I'm Torb. Hello. They didn't get to the point, so it kind of doesn't matter. But okay, let's see if you bring up the score screen. I bet you get play of the game, don't you, as well? Typical Torb. Come on, Torb. Okay. All right. Well, that's sad. Okay, so let's talk about Torb. Let's talk about non-Torb related issues first. You don't press tab enough. You need to press tab. We need to be able to see the score screen. The score screen gives us a lot of information. It tells us what the enemy are doing. It tells us what their composition is, and it also tells us what ultimates we've got available on our team. You have a microphone. You use the microphone to gloat about how effective you believe your Torbjorn was on attack. Yes, it was at this level, but it will get absolutely trashed at other levels, so you'll stagnate because of bad hero picks. Now, what you need to do is not use Torbjorn on attack. I mean, it sounds really harsh. Torb on attack can work on some maps. Yes, it might work on Gibraltar. Yes, it might work on Route 66. Pure payload maps, possibly. Any kind of hybrid map or 2CP map when you're on attack, where you don't have a movable objective, Torb is going to be a big liability, because there are other heroes that are more effective at doing damage, which is what Torb is. That's the only reason he's there, right? Is to do damage at that point. King of the Hill maps, Torb can be terrible. Torb is a hero who is really powerful when he's used correctly. Hollywood defense, Torb is a monster, and I showed you where you should be placing your turret here, and some other advanced positional tips, which is what you should take on board when you use Torb. If you do that, you'll be a much better Torb defensive player. However, Torb on attack, I mean, I've stressed it so much in this video, I do not like it. I really, really do not like it. I know you can play whatever heroes you like, and I know, yeah, that's cool, you can play the Torb. If you are committed to doing that, though, you know, you've got to realize that sometimes there will be issues and Torb won't work. It's just like Widowmaker, it's just like Symmetra. Those are heroes where it can really just not work, and if it's not working, you've absolutely got to swap it up. This team that you were playing with was lacking a secondary support most of the game, and was lacking an actual main tank. You should have taken the Reinhardt or another support. Now, granted, maybe you can't play those heroes, and that's, I guess, fine. But what I wish you were more active on the voice comms as well, telling people where, you know, just making basic call-outs if people are flanking or anything like that, and just playing a little bit safer as well. And also, make sure you give your supports the goddamn armor pack, because a lot of the time they might miss it. Running up to them and throwing it at them is an effective way of making them eat the goddamn armor pack. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost, and this was kind of a bit of a trolley game, I think. But Torbjorn is one I've been wanting to do for a while, and this really actually turned out to be an awesome video, because it highlights where Torb is strong, and it highlights where Torb is just shouldn't ever be used, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm Stylosa, guys. This is Unit Lost. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, if you want to send your video clips into consideration for this series, do follow the instructions that have been on the screen. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and also you can join our Discord server, which is discord.gg/UnitLost, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.